Imagine waking up with a clear mind, balanced emotions, and a sense of drive that carries you through the day. What if the missing piece in your emotional and psychological well-being was not a mystery but a molecule already within you? Testosterone is more than a hormone. It is a vital key to your mental clarity, emotional resilience, and inner strength. This is not just biology, it is your potential waiting to be unlocked. Across the globe, millions silently struggle with anxiety, depression, mood swings, and a lack of motivation. Many search for answers in therapy, medication, and lifestyle changes, but overlook one critical element: hormonal health. Modern neuroscience is revealing the profound role testosterone plays in brain function. It influences mood, cognition, behavior, and emotional regulation in powerful, measurable ways. The misunderstanding of testosterone as solely a physical hormone has overshadowed its deeper effects. In truth, it is one of the most influential factors in shaping your inner world. It supports neurotransmitter activity, influences brain structures like the hippocampus and amygdala, and interacts with your stress response system. These connections shape how you think, feel, and act. Whether you are male or female, young or aging, testosterone matters. Balanced levels support a stable mood, focused mind, and resilient spirit. When levels are off, you may feel the effects in ways you cannot explain: fatigue, brain fog, irritability, or disconnection. But the good news is understanding the science allows you to take control. This journey begins now. Together, we will explore the neuroscience behind testosterone and mental health. We will discover the facts, challenge the myths, and empower your choices. Your mental wellness has a biological foundation, and that foundation is ready to support you, stronger and smarter than ever. Testosterone is a steroid hormone produced primarily in the testes in males and in the ovaries and adrenal glands in females. Though most commonly associated with muscle growth and libido, it plays an equally significant role in brain chemistry. This hormone influences cognitive function, emotional stability, stress regulation, and mental motivation. Neuroscience now confirms that the connection between testosterone and mental health is more than a correlation. It is a dynamic relationship. The brain is a highly responsive organ, and hormones like testosterone directly influence its structure and function. In both men and women, testosterone crosses the blood-brain barrier and binds to androgen receptors in areas critical to mood and cognition. These regions include the amygdala, which processes emotions, the hippocampus, which stores memory, and the prefrontal cortex, responsible for judgment and decision-making. Testosterone's interaction with neurotransmitters is particularly important. It modulates serotonin, which affects mood, dopamine, which influences motivation and reward, and GABA, which helps calm the brain. When testosterone levels are optimal, these systems work in harmony, resulting in clearer thoughts, steadier emotions, and a greater sense of well-being. When levels drop due to age, stress, lifestyle, or medical conditions, the effects can be profound. Mood disorders, such as depression and anxiety, become more common. Memory may feel less sharp, and daily stress may seem more overwhelming. These symptoms often appear before physical ones, making hormonal health a crucial yet overlooked component of mental care. As science advances, so does our responsibility to act on it. Understanding how testosterone supports mental health is not just informative, it is transformational. It enables us to make better lifestyle choices, seek appropriate medical guidance, and live with greater awareness. Your mental strength has a biological partner, and it is time to nurture that alliance. One of testosterone's most critical roles in mental health is regulating mood. The hormone influences activity in the amygdala and interacts with neurotransmitters such as serotonin. These interactions stabilize emotional responses and promote a sense of calm. When testosterone levels are balanced, individuals often experience fewer mood swings and greater emotional control. Scientific studies show that low testosterone is strongly associated with depression. Individuals with low levels report increased irritability, sadness, and emotional fatigue. On the flip side, hormone optimization has been linked to noticeable improvements in outlook and emotional resilience. This demonstrates how biology and emotion are deeply intertwined. Mood regulation also involves cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Testosterone helps moderate cortisol levels, preventing prolonged stress responses. A well-regulated stress response leads to better decision-making, stronger interpersonal relationships, and healthier reactions to pressure. It becomes easier to bounce back from adversity. In both clinical and lifestyle settings, mood improvements follow the restoration of testosterone balance. Individuals often report feeling more grounded, more patient, and more emotionally agile. These are not just subjective experiences, they are evidence of neurological harmony being restored. Emotional wellness is essential to a fulfilling life. Testosterone supports that wellness at the cellular level. By understanding and optimizing this hormonal pathway, you give yourself the ability to feel more like yourself. Calm, clear, and emotionally aligned. Cognitive clarity is another area where testosterone plays a vital role. The hormone supports the growth and maintenance of neurons in the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. This results in better information retention, sharper recall, and improved problem-solving skills. Balanced testosterone levels help sustain attention span and reduce cognitive fatigue. Individuals with healthy levels often report greater mental endurance throughout the day. They are more likely to stay focused during complex tasks, resist distraction, and recover from mental setbacks quickly. This cognitive stability enhances performance in both personal and professional environments. Neuroscience research has demonstrated that testosterone improves neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and form new connections. This is especially important in learning environments and in aging populations. As testosterone supports brain plasticity, it becomes easier to adapt, grow, and respond to change. When testosterone is low, people may struggle with concentration, forgetfulness, or mental fog. These symptoms are often misattributed to stress or aging. Recognizing the hormonal connection offers new options for recovery and support. Hormone testing can reveal hidden causes and open the door to targeted treatment. Your mind is your greatest asset. Testosterone helps maintain its sharpness, agility, and resilience. Investing in your hormonal health is an investment in your cognitive power, your ability to grow, and your long-term mental performance. Motivation is often misunderstood as a psychological trait, but it is also deeply biological. Testosterone plays a key role in activating dopamine pathways in the brain. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter associated with drive, ambition, and reward. When testosterone levels are sufficient, these pathways function efficiently, fueling your desire to pursue goals. People with optimal testosterone often report a greater sense of purpose and engagement. They find it easier to start tasks, stay committed, and follow through. Motivation becomes more than a mental trick. It becomes a neurochemical reality. Testosterone creates the internal environment needed for consistent action. In contrast, low testosterone can lead to apathy, procrastination, and low energy. This is not laziness, it is a chemical imbalance. Recognizing this allows people to seek solutions instead of self-blame. With the right interventions, drive and determination can be restored. This hormonal influence is especially important in moments of stress or transition. Testosterone helps maintain forward momentum when challenges arise. It gives the brain a steady source of determination and helps anchor your commitment to growth. By supporting testosterone levels naturally, through physical activity, restorative sleep, and balanced nutrition, you reinforce your brain's motivational systems. Every step you take to support your biology strengthens your psychological resilience. Purpose and action begin with a chemical spark. Life will always include stress, but how you respond to it can either strengthen or weaken you. Testosterone influences the brain's response to stress by moderating the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal HPA axis. This axis controls how you perceive and react to challenges. With balanced testosterone, the response becomes shorter, less intense, and more manageable. Cortisol and testosterone exist in a natural rhythm. When stress is high, cortisol increases and testosterone often declines. However, individuals with healthy testosterone levels are more resilient to these changes. They recover faster from stress, maintain clearer thinking, and are less likely to spiral into anxiety or fear. This hormonal buffering leads to better emotional endurance. You become less reactive and more reflective. Instead of being overwhelmed by pressure, you become more strategic. This kind of calm presence builds confidence and helps you maintain control even in chaotic environments. Stress resilience also has long-term mental health benefits. It protects against burnout, supports consistent energy levels, and reduces the likelihood of emotional exhaustion. These are the foundations of sustainable success and personal fulfillment. Testosterone gives you an inner reserve of strength. It does not eliminate life's difficulties, but it prepares your mind and body to face them with clarity and resolve. That resilience is already within you. You only need to unlock and support it. Optimizing testosterone begins with daily choices. Exercise, especially strength training and high-intensity interval workouts, stimulates testosterone production and improves brain function. Physical movement also releases endorphins, creating a positive feedback loop for both mood and hormone health. Sleep is another cornerstone. Most testosterone is produced during deep sleep. Poor sleep reduces hormone levels and impairs mental performance. Prioritizing quality rest enhances memory, mood, and motivation. It is one of the most powerful tools for hormonal balance. Nutrition matters profoundly. Healthy fats, lean protein, leafy greens, and essential minerals like zinc and magnesium support testosterone production. Processed foods, excess sugar, and alcohol can disrupt hormonal health. Making mindful food choices builds a biochemical foundation for mental well-being. Stress management practices such as mindfulness, journaling, or creative hobbies help lower cortisol and protect testosterone. Emotional connection also plays a role. Strong relationships, laughter, and meaningful conversations improve brain chemistry and hormonal regulation. Sometimes medical support is necessary. Hormone testing can identify imbalances that lifestyle changes alone may not correct. Working with a qualified professional ensures safety and precision. There is strength in seeking help and wisdom in understanding your biology. You are not broken. If you have felt tired, foggy, anxious, or unmotivated, it does not mean something is wrong with your character. It means your biology might be asking for support. Testosterone is not about masculinity or toughness. It is about mental strength, emotional steadiness, and clarity of purpose. Your brain wants to help you. It wants to feel clear, confident, and capable, but it needs the right chemistry to do so. Testosterone is part of that equation. When you understand this, self-care becomes a form of empowerment, not a chore, but a path to awakening your fullest potential. You deserve to feel mentally sharp, emotionally balanced, and motivated from within. That version of you already exists. It is not a fantasy. It is science. It is possible. And it begins with your willingness to explore the biological roots of mental health. You have already taken a powerful step just by learning. Knowledge gives you choices. It gives you direction. And most importantly, it gives you hope. You are not at the mercy of your feelings. You can shape them, guide them, and support them with intention. Let this be your reminder. Your brain is strong. Your body is wise. Your biology is not your enemy. It is your ally. And with the right support, you can rise to meet your challenges, not with fear, but with confidence and courage. Now that you know the truth about testosterone and mental health, the power is in your hands. Start by making one intentional change. Whether it is adding a morning workout, improving your sleep hygiene, or getting a hormone test, take that step. Your mind and body will thank you. Talk to others. Share what you have learned. Help remove the stigma around hormone health. These conversations could change lives. Mental wellness is a team effort, and every voice matters. Your story could inspire someone else to take action. Subscribe to this channel for more content grounded in science and filled with motivation. We are building a community of people who believe in growth, in strength, and in clarity. Join us and take part in a movement that values both biology and courage. Leave a comment with your biggest insight or your next step. Your engagement matters. It tells the world that mental health deserves a full, honest, and empowered approach. Together, we are rewriting the story of mental health, one informed, courageous step at a time. You have what it takes. You are more than your symptoms. You are your solution. Let that truth lead you forward.